Are you cool? Let's get right into it.
Sir,
All right, what up, world? It's the Big Fact Show. It's your boy Mark Waldo Award. I'm in here again with Terrell Garth, my homie, aka Trill Biz. How you doing tonight, sir?
what's happening, bro? Tell me something good, man.
Well, it was more like I was hoping you could tell me something good because I've been noticing on social media lately, and I'm gonna butcher this. Forgive me, I'm a moron in financial matters, but I've noticed you've been talking a lot about stocks, and I'm not talking about that typical people trying to sell you Bitcoin. You sitting there talking about things you did and what it yielded and all this, and just can you explain some of that to me? Like, what are you day trading? What are you doing?
All right, yeah. This how kind of how it started, bro. When I got back home and was trying to figure out what's going on, and everything was slowing down. I had money, trying to figure out, okay, what I'm gonna do. And somebody was like, hey, I'm doing this investing. I'm like, blah blah blah. I heard that I made a couple hundreds on some weed stocks a couple years ago when it was bumping, but I thought about it and I was like, man, let me check it out. So I got on the little local little beginner app called Robinhood. And I dropped 200 in there, and I was like, man, my little $200. I'm cheap. I'm a Leo, so I'm like, man, my little $200, man, I'm gonna give it a try. So I started doing research and learning the terms. It's a bunch of like free
Hey, hey,
class.
hey, hold on. Can I stop you right there? How does one do research? Because like you're speaking like being totally didactic. You're starting from scratch. Like I assume that you weren't getting taught stocks and commodity classes in high school.
Nah, not at all. What I did was everybody kept talking about forex, and it just seemed like a scam to me. And I know people who trade, so I just started looking it up on YouTube. And I bought an audio book, Day Trading for Dummies, so I could learn the basic terms, read the basic graphs and everything. And I joined a Facebook group, and they would share tips and future stocks, and you do your own due diligence on everything. Look up the ticker, learn about the company, see if it's something you want to do, or invest in a company that you do business with. With me, I buy a lot of Levi. So one of my first investments was Levi. I bought 100 shares of Levi at $9 a piece when the market was going down. It was steady going down, steady going down. I know, like it's like at like $24 now, but I
And you
mean,
still have that.
yeah, I still have it. That's something I'm gonna hold forever, like for
So,
my
so
daughter.
like again, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm like super ignorant about this. But my impression of day trading was more like you didn't really hold on to something, like you just kept flipping shit.
All right, like I was saying, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of a crazy story because I started out, everyone was day trading, but I
Okay.
soon found out that you need a lot of capital to day trade. You can't
Right.
day trade 200, 400, $500 here,
Because
because
the first mistake, that's the end of the day trading.
right, they're banking on they're buying 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares. So if it moves 6 cent, they made they 500 for the day. They, you know, sale done for the day. But they do six stocks like that. So 400 here, 300 there, 200 there. Maybe took an $80 loss there. They good with a $700 profit for the day, and they out drinking their coffee, watching the stocks, and seeing what they're gonna get in the next morning. So I figured out very swiftly that I wasn't prepared for that. So I'm more of a swing trader, which is I'm gonna hold overnight up to 6 months. Okay, so that's just a real difference. But you learn soon enough. You
And
learn.
how long have you been doing this?
I started in February. I started.
Okay.
I was very blessed, man, because I did about 3 weeks worth of research on the particular stocks before I jumped in, and it was just like I was blessed. It was like I jumped in, maybe a week later, all three of those particular stocks took off. So I went from like 250 to like 7 grand.
And how do you execute this? Like a computer program?
Yeah, it's just simple app, man. Simple app.
And what's the deal with all this? Like people trying to like spam email or spam DM you about getting into Bitcoin and all that stuff.
What they're trying to do is get you to give them the money and they invest, which is like a bigger pot, but they're only giving you a small amount, or they're banking on you being a rookie and not being able to follow your money, and they just give you, whatever piece of whatever. Like the same guy who got me in on it told me about Bitcoin when it was about 8,000 bucks. And I was like, there's no way in the world I'm gonna put my money invested in an imaginary currency. I'm sorry. The currency of the future, my ass, I'm not. And he was like, man, just put 1,000 in. So he showed me, he was like, look, man, it's at 9,500. He's like, I'm telling you for the end of the year, it's gonna hit 15. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put 1,000 in. Put 1,000 in, forgot about it. He shot me an email, was like, he's like, you don't owe me no money, just shoot me a steak dinner. And I looked it up and it was at 17,000. So I was, man, you know what I mean? So I think like now it's like at 23, 24. I still have those that $1,000 worth in it, man. I just hold on to it. I know it's gonna hit 50, probably by like March. So, I mean, it's a real good thing. It's knowing when it's just learning. It's something to learn. If you're sitting around not doing nothing, watching videos, watch a YouTube video on how to make you some money. Flip that 250 into 550, make you something, So that's pretty much it. It became fun to me. It's like a gambling. It's like an addiction after a while. You know what I mean?
What's something this surprised you about economics that you've learned during your research?
Politics controls everything. Politics controls money. If Trump says, I'm not giving out no stimulus check, suspend stimulus check money, blah, blah, I don't care, no talks until after the election, the market went down, plummeted. But in investors' eyes, that's a good thing, because now Carnival went from $21 to $13. I know it's going back up to 21, so let me go ahead and get in at 13 now and ride the wave back up. So for people with money, it was great. And that's why the rich got richer during this whole pandemic, because it was great. They say they found we got Operation Warp Speed. We're gonna find the next vaccine. 70 vaccine companies went up in stock over 4,000%, bro. You know what I mean?
So you gotta be able to read the tea leaves of what's going on societally to be successful in the financial markets.
Especially the sectors, different sectors get hot at different times. We know Biden wants to go green, so all these green companies shot up once he was declared president. All the weed stocks went up because they know he's gonna legalize and decriminalize, should I say, marijuana. So everything is politically, it is everything. I watch the news more than anything, CNN, CNBC, more than BET, more than VH1, more than YouTube, because that's my money. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So let's get this financial segment over with this. Like anyone who knows you, how long you've been a champion of artists, and I know you're still grooming artists as we speak. Rose the Youngster, incredible, just great music. But what financial advice do you give to your artists?
This is a good way to fund your projects. If you can learn this skill and invest some of your extra money instead of buying that outfit, buying that loud pack, spending your money, on some bull. Invest your money and see in 3 or 4 days you can make you a couple hundred and take your profit and put it toward what you got going on. And it makes you rub elbows with these people who are making money. These are the investors that you want to invest in your project. You know what I mean? But it's being different, right? You have to be different if you want some money. If you want somebody to invest in you, you got to invest in yourself and show, hey, this is what I'm doing. So that's the easy way. These people are making millions of dollars in the stock market, and you rub your elbows with these right people. Hey, I do music too. They got money. Why wouldn't they put it behind you? Y'all winning together on this. But artists don't think like that. They stay one track, just record deal, bitches, and bottles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, do I ever? All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Terrell Garth has been making the most of the situation during the pandemic. I would advise you to do something as well. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yes, sir.